Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Wakfu, and this is a free-to-play, well, somewhat free-to-play, but we'll get into all that. But a free-to-play, turn-based fantasy MMORPG. So let's jump into the character creation. As you can see, we're already there, and we've got 12 different character classes to choose from, and we can choose male or female. We're going to choose female, and we're going to run through these. I'm going to kind of just scroll through these classes. I'm not going to go through each one, really. I'm not going to spend too much time here because there's not a lot of detail to the customization and all that stuff. So I'm going to kind of get to a few of these classes. Basically, you've got Enripsa's Hand, which is kind of your healer, as you can see, medicinal knowledge. You can read through all the descriptions. They're not like super clear exactly what they do, so you really want to pay attention to the descriptions, but you can also look a lot of times in the avatars of the different classes and see, oh, look at that, she's got that little plus symbol there, kind of healer type looking, looks like a healer type. Then you've got, some of these are really easy, like Iob's Heart, Go Getting Warrior. Then you move over to Crass's Range. Pretty simple there. So some of these are very, very self-explanatory, but some of them are a little deeper in their description, so you're going to want to really read these and figure out exactly which one you want to take on and play. So we're actually looking for this one right here, Scryer's Blood, Berserker. As you can see, these Berserker's powers increase tenfold every time they hit, so that's definitely what we want to do. So we can also do random and randomly pick a class for you, and then you can progress forward and do next and all that good jazz. But let's go ahead and hit next. Now this is the one thing, you kind of see exactly what your character is going to look like. As you can see, you don't have a ton of options here. You basically have, what's that, 9 skin colors, so we can go kind of this, well, actually it looks like you have more than that, because you can pick a skin color and then you can kind of choose like a shade of that skin color. So we're going to kind of go with this, and let's go with kind of a, no, we're not going to go with that. We're going to go with that one and kind of this little, maybe a little pale type color. And let's see, we're going to go with face and hair, and so we're going to go with number 3. Not a lot of options there. And then clothes, we've got a few different options, but nothing like really stands out as far as being overly unique, so to say. So what color hair do we want to go with? We can go with kind of this light blue. Where's like a purple color? We always usually go with a dark purple. That'll work. Let's go with that one. And then eyes, really weird. They're all kind of like this gray color, but actually it looks like none of them work. So we're not going to be able to do any eyes. So that's the extent of the customization. I didn't want to spend too much time there. Unfortunately, it looks like you're going to spend a lot of time looking at a lot of other characters that look very similar to you. So let's go ahead and name our character. You guys know the name I'm going to use. And let's hit create. And there we go. You can see right here we've got 5 different character slots that we can actually fill up. So we've got one, but it's kind of cool because you can test out and play with a bunch of the different characters. Let's go ahead and pick our character and hit play and jump into the game. Now, I was saying how the game is free to play, but it's kind of free to play. And it's also kind of turn-based. Now, right now you can see it's giving me some instructions. Play with the mouse, right-click to interact, or left-click to move. Well, we're going to move around. As you can see right now, this part of the game is not turn-based. I'm moving around as much as I want. I'm exploring, looking at the game world. As you can see, it's very cartoony, kind of entertaining cartoon style. But that's one thing that's well known about the game, is this is kind of a follow-up to another game called Dofus. And that game was well known to have kind of this graphical style, this same kind of cartoony, entertaining, I guess you could call it, very humorous. And in their trailers, they were also very much the same way. So we're going to go over here, and I think we need to we want to deal with this kitty cat. So we're gonna get into our first fight. So as you can see, the game jumps you right into a battle before you do anything else, before we get into any of the other interactions or user interface stuff. So basically we're gonna pick a placement. Well, I like right where I am, so I'm gonna choose right there, and I'm ready to fight. So I can either click that those little swords, or I can hit end, and I'm ready to go. Now I've got one skill I can use, which is my fist. So we're gonna go ahead and pretty much use that on this cat. So we can actually just press 1, it looks like. Is that 1? No, it's, I don't know what that is. Maybe F. I can't tell. So there we go. We're throwing some punches, and we actually just I don't want to say it, but we just beat up the kitty. So That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let you guys change the word kitty to something else, and find out exactly why I'm laughing, because my dirty mind is taking that statement to a whole different level. But we're gonna leave that alone. So we did get this little treasure chest, and as you can see, it's telling us to run over here and right click. So let's move our character over here, and we got this little pet now because we saved it from the the evil kitty. So there we go. So I was able to interact with this, and what did we get here? We got the emote sit. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and loot that, and there we go, treasure found. We looted it. Now you just received an action. Use the scroll to learn a new form of expression. So how can we learn these? So it looks like we've got some different things going on down here that are highlighting. We wanted to take a look at these anyways, so we can hit P or click on this to bring up our characteristics. And as you can see, you've got a lot of stuff going on here. We've got our hit points, our action points, our movement points, our Wakfu points, which are needed for special skills. And then we've got all kinds of different damage bonuses in the different elementals, including, what's this one for? Movement point removal bonus. Alright. Then we've got our principal attributes, which are strength, agility, intelligence, and chance. And we've got battle stuff, which is initiative. I mean, you got all kinds of statistical stuff going on here. Now we can distribute 5 points, so let's see how that works out. So essentially, it looks like we can really go to town here. We can distribute stuff all over the place. Now, I want to do more damage. How am I going to do more damage? Let's see here. So we can do more damage through critical hits, but it doesn't look like we can actually assign any points there right now. Or we can do more damage through strength. That's always a good one. It looks like each strength point increases your damage and resistance to earth attacks. So you know what? Since we're going to do more damage, we're going to dump. Well, it looks like as you get up higher, it uses more points. Or it uses 2 every time. So it looks like all of these actually tell us exactly how many. So I can actually upgrade my strength twice and then my health points once. But one thing to pay attention to right now is that you have to confirm. So you can actually take and go back and change these. So you're not locked in until you actually confirm. But I'm ready to confirm, so let's move on. So there we go. So I leveled up. I got some 5 points to distribute on this screen right here. You can see right there I've distributed all my points. So we can go ahead and we can actually condense this down. We can bring it up. We're going to go ahead and close it for now. But let's go into our backpack and find this little emote that we have. Double click to use. So there we go. I've received a new emote, and I can take and I can actually use that emote. There's our inventory. As you can see, I have no gear or anything like that. That's pretty much why I was swinging away with my fist there. Now we can go ahead and hit 1 right now and sit down, or we can cruise this way, face the camera. Oh no, it won't face the camera. We can zoom in pretty far, which is kind of cool, being able to see our character and our little friendly pet there. But let's zoom. We can actually zoom out pretty far as well. So let's head out of here. Let's head to the next zone. Use the zap. So these little teleporters are called zaps, and you're gonna be able to zap around all over the place. You can actually bring up this map here, which is kind of just the local area that we're in, and obviously, it's much bigger. So let's see what else we've got here. We could personally note we've got Phoenix, we've got transportation, clan members, dungeons. So that this is basically just to take and label these on the map. So let's see, we can't zoom out there. We can take and, what do we got there? We got all kinds of different stuff, but nothing that's really useful. So we're going to take and we're going to cruise over here. Now, one thing that I've seen some complaints on is that the game is pretty grindy. So the statement was that there weren't a lot of quests. So let's see what we've got here. We've got achievement management, we've got community, we've got professions, inventory, spells. Let's take a look at our spells. So we've got a bunch of different stuff going on here in the spells. We don't have any progression points yet, so we can't really do anything with our spells. But the nice thing is it assigned all of our spells down here. So we've got Blood Rush, which Blood Rush will essentially take and an attack which inflicts a decent amount of damage, but which injures me as well. So basically, if I use this, it's going to hurt me. So you know what? Let's just get into battle. That looks like a good idea. So we're going to jump into battle placement phase, so I can place myself on any of the blue squares here. Well, you know what? I want to be as close as possible because I am a berserker in melee. So I'm going to place myself there and go ready to fight. You can see you've got a bunch of different stuff going. You got health down here. These are all the attributes that we were basically looking at before. So let's move to here, and let's actually use one of our skills. Pushes back by 1 cell. We don't want to do that. Rocky Foot. No, we don't want to do that either. Attraction. Well, it looks like we're going to have to use our little fire spell here. And there we go. So it actually does 4 points of damage to them and 1 point of damage to us. And then when you're done with your turn, you basically just hit that little turn button, and you can see all the different characters. Now, if you've got multiple monsters here, then they'll all line up because it's turn-based. So you get your turn, and then they'll all get their turn. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to do a regular attack, which is F. And then let's see if we can lay the smack down there. And you saw that I lose action points. It was at -4 there because you only have so many action points per turn. So let's keep attacking. This guy's got to be almost dead. You know what? We're going to go ahead and use our little blood rush again. Try and take him out. Which is funny because the blood rush is literally doing the same amount of damage as just our punch is doing. So it's pretty much, might as well use my punch because then I don't actually take any damage myself. And there we go. We've got a little spell up there, and you can see the experience amount, and we also got a Wodent top, which is a breastplate. So it looks kind of funny, but it will give us +6 to hit points. So let's go into our inventory and put our little fuzzy bikini on, because that's exactly what it looks like. So, and it changes, so we are now wearing our little fuzzy bikini, which is completely awesome. So, let's continue on, and we did get some spell action there. So, excuse me, basically by using my blood rush, I leveled it up, so now it's going to do more damage, or it should do more damage when I get into my next battle. Now, I was pretty sure that somewhere, maybe it's in this next zone. Let's see if we get a quest over here. I thought we got a quest somewhere. There we go. Welcome, new incarnate. If you want to know more about this place, just come see Pappy. Well, okay, since we're already here. So, off we go to find him, and there he is, hanging out. Now, the game does boast a pretty good storyline, and obviously all the translations are really well done, of course, you know, having some lineage behind it and stuff like that as far as the game is concerned. So let's go ahead and get through this. That'll be 1 comma. 1 comma, I've got nothing on me. It's Pappy, not Poopy. And you can see they try to be very entertaining and make it fun inside the storyline. So he's going to take care of us. You'll need a few extra materials, and here they are. Next, head over to the golden machine. So basically, to do certain things, you need this comma currency, I guess you could call it. And so he basically just gave me a bunch of materials. We should be able to go into our inventory and see what they are. Iron ore. And we're going to go over to the Kamma minting machine and use that. Let's see. That's 1 Kamma. Let's go ahead and create that. Left click to select the recipe, right click to open the detail window. Let's see what details are. Not much. A beautiful Kamma. It's the beginning of a fortune. So basically we left click on it and it shows it's going to take all of the ore that he just gave us. We can max out, but we're just going to go ahead and craft. And it's printing out a bunch of coins and sliding them out here to the side. Pretty funny that it's not sliding directly to me. But either way, we got our 1 Kamma. So now we can go talk to him and he'll be very pleased and give us some more stuff to do. So let's close out this spell screen by hitting S and go talk to him. Alright. Welcome to the Zeitz. New ink. What? You again? See how easy it is? Let's see. Yeah, and it has all the young people. So you can see you've got a couple different choices here. If you think I'm going to hand over my precious Kamma, think again. But we're going to hand it over because I want to see what he gives us. You may cross. So basically, he's giving us passage. So it's like giving the... it's essentially like giving the boatman the coin to get through purgatory. So we're going to cruise over here. Let's go through this little zap and see where it heads. So, achievement unlocked, a boy and his Gemlin, introduction to Incarnium. So we've got all kinds of stuff going on here, including a map. I'm pretty sure this is a map. Yes. So we can see all the different places that we can go and all the different zaps and stuff like that, and some of the storyline behind it all, and all of that good jazz. And we can scroll over and pull over this way and see what's over here, and go back this way and see all these different areas and get all the background information on it. So there's a lot going on here. Now, one thing I do want to tell you is the game is free to play. So you can run around, you can grind away and kill all these little bunnies all you want. But a lot of the content and a lot of the areas are actually going to be you're going to need to jump on the subscription to actually get access to them. So it does have a lot of freemium content, and so to really say it is a free-to-play, it is a free-to-play game, but at the same time there's a lot of content that you're going to have to spend money if you want to get access to it. So kind of a bummer, but that's the way that they've decided to work the game, and I just want to make everybody aware of that before you get too far into it. So for now, we're just going to keep killing bunnies and looking at different stuff and checking things out. So as you can see, everything down here kind of changes when I get into actual battle. Let's actually use our spell and because hopefully we can power that up again, and then we can actually get that doing some more damage. So I'm not taking too much damage, but I am taking damage, and I've got 3 of these little buddies to take out, even though they're called rodents. As you can see, when we zoom in close, they're little bunnies with buck teeth and green tails. But they've got green tails that pretty much made my made my bikini top. You can right-click on them as well, as you can have this little screen pop up which shows all their details, how much health they have, and all that good jazz. So let's go ahead and wail on this guy one more time. We're going to have to hit him once more to take him out. Yep, he's got 4 hit points left. So let's go ahead and continue forward. And you can see we've got anger points that are accumulating each time your damage. So you can see right now your anger is currently increasing your damage by 41.25%. So this is what goes into the Berserker piece, whereas the more fighting I do and the more times I hit and the more damage I do and all that stuff, the more damage I'm going to do. So right now I'm going to do 52.5% more damage, so now I'm doing 6, but I'm also doing a lot more damage to myself. So I've got to be very careful here. I'm probably going to die, I'm not going to lie. I don't have any healing potions. I could potentially do this, or something that's going to push one of these guys back. You know what? Let's just try and kill him. It's probably not going to happen. Yep, and I'm going to die because I don't have enough health left. That's one thing that I found really funny when I was kind of messing around with the game. And there you go. I ceased to exist. So I lost spells. I did get a little experience even though I lost. So it's telling me, can you please stop dying? Would you like to reappear? Yes. Hey, there's another player. We didn't see any players before, but there was another player. But it's very early on. It's funny how difficult it kind of is to stay alive, especially once you get 3 of these guys on you. Now, granted, you don't really want to get 3 monsters on you at any time. But at the same time, these are early monsters. They should be going down a lot easier than they are right now. Anyways, let's talk to this little guy, which, as you can see, all the graphics are really entertaining, and like I've said it a few times, but I mean, it's like a white panda bear or a polar bear wearing a sumo bottoms with this crazy hat on, and he's got these flags with arrows on it. I mean, how crazy is that? So I want to become a great warrior. Alright, good idea. Go to Master Kono to the left. He'll unveil the secrets, the art of combat to you, alright? So to the left. So is that your left or my left? Because his left would be down here, and my left would be this way. Let's see if we can bring up the map and see where he is. But I think he was there. So we're going to cruise off in that direction. As you can see, there's another couple players over here, and it looks like I'm going to follow this little arrow with these 2 swords crossed and go this direction and see what we've got here. Let's explore this one last area before we run out of time and see what else is going on. See if there's anything we missed down here. So we've got community, we've also got show the map, which we already looked at, and there we go. So Master Kano, we did go the right way, and it's kind of cool to see all these little maps, and we can't zoom in or out on them, but it's neat to see the way that they were created. I mean, obviously they were created with all these individual blocks, because that's how you move around and all that stuff. But it's kind of cool to see the graphical styles. I think really well done. This is all pretty cool. A little training dojo, and here he is, right from the right from the intro of the game. It's sitting on his bamboo stick. Essentially, it looks like the bamboo stick is, yeah, I'm gonna say it, up his butt. But we're gonna leave that alone. And that's probably why he has his eyes wide open like that. Alright, don't say a word. I know why you're here, little Scareleaf. You want to learn the art of combat? Yep, I do. Let's go. Let's get on with this. Intuition, never forget, first strike is half the battle. Alright, so he basically didn't do anything for me, and I still have yet to find a quest. But like I said, that is one thing that I read about a lot, and so far I've seen in my other play in the game is there are no quests. It's all just grinding and exploring and all that good jazz. But there's nothing wrong with exploring and running around and checking out different areas and stuff like that. Let's talk to this person. And it's always fun to see all the entertaining little avatars that these guys have and read the storyline and move around. But it'd be nice to have some quests to kind of break these things up and all that good jazz. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And don't forget to comment on this video and tell us anything we missed or anything you wish we would have covered. And lastly, please like, we really do appreciate it. If you'd like to play or learn more about Wakfu, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.